Available now. Link below.
Picture this, a world where dissent is silenced, opposition is imprisoned, and journalists are exiled. Well, according to Hillary Clinton, that's the dystopian future America could face if Donald Trump returns to the White House. But sadly, it's the reality we're all facing right now. But in an explosive podcast revelation, the former Secretary of State rips the curtain back on Trump's alleged dictatorial ambitions, drawing chilling parallels to ruthless leaders like Vladimir Putin. So brace yourself for a special report that exposes the shocking depths of Trump's thirst for unchecked power. So imagine a world where your private information is vulnerable as an unlocked door. Just like how Hillary Clinton warns of Trump's alleged desire to silence opposition and rule without checks and balances, we face threats to our personal data every day. That's why I rely on Virtual Shield to protect my online privacy. With military-grade encryption, anonymous browsing, and unlimited bandwidth, Virtual Shield safeguards my sensitive information from prying eyes. Visit hidewithgary.com or just click the link below for up to 67% off and a 60-day risk-free trial. Shield yourself from the dangers lurking online, just as we must shield our republic from those who seek to undermine it, like Hillary. Now, in a recent appearance on the Democracy Docket podcast, Hillary Clinton unleashed a blistering attack on former President Donald Trump, accusing him of harboring dictatorial aspirations that threaten the very fabric of our republic. Clinton's dire warning paints a chilling picture of a potential Trump second term, one marked by the silencing of dissent, the imprisonment of opposition, and the exile of journalists who dare to speak truth to power. Drawing on her experience negotiating with Vladimir Putin, she asserts that Trump yearns to emulate the Russian leader's ruthless tactics, seeking to consolidate power by any means necessary. She argues that Trump's admiration for strongmen like Putin and Xi Jinping and Kim Jong Un reveals a disturbing pattern of behavior that should set off alarm bells for every American who values freedom. Watch.
Putin does what he would like to do: kill his opposition, imprison his opposition, drive, journalists and others into exile, rule without any check or balance. That's what Trump really wants. And so we have to be very conscious of how he sees the world, because in that world, he only sees strongmen leaders. He sees Putin, he sees Xi, he sees Kim Jong Un in North Korea. Those are the people he is modeling himself after. And we've been down this road in our, world history. We sure don't want to go down that again. And especially when, my view, having negotiated with Putin and knowing that one of the reasons he went after me is because he knew I would, deal with him in an appropriate way, and Trump would basically do whatever he wanted.
Oh, goodness. She's a master of projection, isn't she? They're back. Clinton's stark warning comes at a time when the nation is grappling with the prospect of a Trump re-election bid. She emphasizes the high stakes involved, suggesting that a Trump victory could lead to a withdrawal from NATO, the abandonment of Ukraine, and the weakening of America's ability to monitor and counter its enemies. How ridiculous, right? Well, the consequences, she argues, could be nothing short of catastrophic for the United States and its allies. As the political temperature rises and the 2024 election gets ever closer, her words serve as a clarion call for vigilance, right, to her own people, because she's urging Americans to look beyond the rhetoric and carefully consider the implications of a Trump presidency unbound by the constraints of Democrat norms and institutions. Now, of course, her warnings are clearly hyperbole, but the evidence of Trump's tendencies, where are they? Okay? Sure, some would say he's attacked the free press. Well, what has the press done? They are the enemy of the people. That's why we exist, to counterbalance all of their lies. And of course, they want to argue that he undermines the legitimacy of elections. Okay. Are we not allowed to question elections anymore? Now, they also want to say that he has a willingness to flout the principles that undergird our republic. Well, I think not. I think he's actually trying to reinforce them. So, her fear of a Trump second term with what she claims is his potential for unchecked power and the erosion of our safeguards, well, those are her concerns, and that's her projection. That's all it is. She's warning the consequences of allowing a would-be dictator to occupy the highest office in the land could be devastating, not just for the U.S., but for the entire world. Is that right? The last thing we need is someone like her in power, because all she's doing is projecting. She's a master of it. So it's up to the American people to see through this warning and remain vigilant in the face of those who would actually seek to undermine the foundations of our republic, like Hillary. The stakes have never been higher, and the future of our republic hangs in the balance. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. Now, Hillary Clinton's chilling warning about Trump's dictatorial ambitions serves as a wake-up call for every American who cherishes freedom and democracy. Not because Trump is a threat, it's because these are the words that are being spewed by Hillary Clinton. The prospect of a Trump second term is actually happening. It's on the horizon, and it's something that we need, because he is going to bring back the checks and balances. He is going to drain the swamp. And the reason she's projecting is because she's terrified. So as we approach the 2024 election, it is crucial that we remain vigilant and stand firm against those who would seek to try to instill fear in the American people, people like Hillary, because they know that their careers are on the line. The future of our nation depends on it.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.